CJ, the Whitworth baseball team coming off of its first Northwest Conference sweep of the season at home against Pacific Lutheran. Talk about some of the things that went really well that you're pleased with this team as we're coming down the stretch.
Yeah, I think PLU threw some really good arms at us, both starters and relievers, and I was just impressed with our ability to kind of wear those guys down. As well as on our end, we got some great outings from our starting pitching as well to get us deep into games and kind of go pitch for pitch with those guys. So I was impressed with offensively our ability to just keep chipping and pouring on runs when we needed to, taking advantage of opportunities, and for our starting pitchers just to get us deep into games, so we had less outs to get toward the end.
One of those starting pitchers was Dylan Huntsman.
Mm-hmm.
He became the third guy in our rotation to be Northwest Conference Pitcher of the Week this season. Only school in the conference to have 3 different guys as Pitcher of the Week. How does that feel going down the stretch that all 3 of your guys are now starting to round into good shape?
Yeah, I think it's a huge blessing. It's also going to make it really tough on us to pick who we want to match up in the Northwest Conference tournament, but that's a blessing. But yeah, I think it just speaks to those guys' work ethics, and there's been some up and downs for all those guys throughout the season, so to be able to weather those and just keep fine-tuning their craft as we get toward the end here, I think is a real testament to those guys' work ethic.
This week you're going to Central. We'll talk about Central in a minute, but just talk about the change in focus. You've been in Northwest Conference play. Every series is a meaningful series. This one, you might have an opportunity to play some different guys, might have an opportunity to do some different things. How do you keep the pedal down at this point in the year while also taking advantage of the opportunities?
Yeah, I think you kind of hit the nail on the head where it's like we want to give other guys a chance to do the same thing. And we understand it's a non-conference opponent, but Central's a really good baseball team. And so we're hoping that we can go in there and we can learn some more things about ourselves against a team that can really hit and has some depth offensively to kind of sharpen us as we go into Whitman in the conference tournament. And we have a lot of guys that deserve at-bats and innings that haven't got it so far this year because we've been pretty successful. And this is just going to be a great way for those guys to reinforce maybe what the guys in front of them are doing so they can earn a job as we kind of go out and finish this year strong.
What do we know about the Wildcats? Obviously, Division II program, Great Northwest Athletic Conference. We've seen one of those schools already this year. This is going to be a step up from what we've already seen.
Yeah. Central, they can really hit. They're hitting over 300 as a team. They have a guy who's probably going to break the GNAC home run record this year. They're pretty scary offensively. So I think as a pitching staff, it's going to be a really good challenge and opportunity for us to learn some more about ourselves there. And then offensively, they have some pretty top-of-the-line arms, I think, that either we know of or they played with some of our guys or we recruited them or whatever. So I think it's going to be a good challenge on both sides of the ball for us. But again, an opportunity to continue to see somebody new, to give some guys some opportunities, but hopefully keep the pedal to the metal here and finish out strong.